Welcome back to Wonderfully Made. I am your girl, Amy Baker. We got a great episode for you today. I am just pumped, full of spark, and I am ready to go. Second win, baby. Here we go. Join us. Let's go. Okay, you guys. All right. So it's like summer, okay? Full-blown summer. I was thinking when I say I was thinking, Jesse had prompted me to think of a great topic, okay? That's just the other brain, okay? So we were going through, thinking about some things, and summer is, we're here, okay? Summer's here. Now, if you're like me, I love an Airbnb, or I like dabble in a VRBO, okay? And so you talk about what you know, right? And so I know an Airbnb. I know it on both sides, actually. I'm a great client of Airbnb, and I'm also a proponent of those owning Airbnbs and renting them out to people. So we're going to talk about both sides. I'm excited because when you talk about an Airbnb or a vacation home or a VRBO or whatever it is, you're on a vacay. You're doing something outside your home. You need to get away. You're in a different location, and it's already fun. It's already great. It's already wonderful, and it's exciting. So let's talk about it now. Here we go. Okay, so Airbnb. Okay, I say Airbnb, but that can mean anything, okay? That can be a VRBO. It could be vacationrentalhomes.com. It could be your Aunt Susan's house in Lake Tahoe. It can be whatever. You know what I mean? I use that name for the umbrella of vacation homes or getting away. It's not a hotel room, basically. It's not your timeshare. It's not your hotel room, okay? And you're not staying at your Aunt Edna's house or something. So Airbnbs, if you're not familiar and you're the 1%, you're a very specific person if you don't know what I'm talking about. You are one, I know you have an Android. You just got an Android from your flip phone. You are on Spotify probably. I'm just like nailing all of the wrong bases. And you just joined us because your niece showed you how to get onto podcast or something. I don't know. And so I don't know who you are. I literally don't know who you are if you don't know what an Airbnb is. I think even my 93-year-old grandma knows what an Airbnb is. So if you don't know, it is homes that you can rent for like a certain day, just like a hotel room. It has a website, it has pictures, it has the dates available, how much it is, how many it sleeps, bedrooms, bathrooms, all that stuff. But it's somebody's house, and it's either their house that they always rent out, or it is their home that they live in. So you could be renting out a room. You can be renting out the entire house. You could be renting out their weird granny flat in the back or something. There's all kinds of different options under the sun that you can be doing. And so my favorite and my preferred method is renting out the entire home, which I did learn you need to make sure you check that box, because sometimes you will fall under the category of you're renting a room and then you booked it and you ran down the rabbit trail and you committed, and you shouldn't have, because you didn't get the whole home. So you can do the whole home. You can do a room for a night or whatever. That to me is super sketch. The people that live in a home and then they have like their third bedroom they rent out on the nightly. That, I don't know if we could be friends if you're that person. That's weird. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong if it's not weird, but it screams weird to me. Okay. So you can do all those different options. Now, the coolest places that I have been, and you guys let me know where you've been, or a picture of where you have been, or what you look for in it. Like, I'm going to try and hit all the like main bullet points. Now, location's a huge deal. If you're going somewhere, say you're going to San Francisco and you want to stay in the heart of Union Square, you want to be on a trolley route, you have a very specific idea as to where you want to be. And so you're looking at this like radius of blocks of what you want. And so location's a huge deal. If you're staying by the beach and you want to be beachfront, like I'm not talking like, the street behind it. You want to be beachfront. There's a spot for that. Location's a big deal. Let's talk about first looking for a great Airbnb, okay? No, this is not sponsored, but please, if you are Airbnb, tag me, give me a code, give me something. A girl needs a first sponsor, okay? Let you be the first sponsor for this. It would be great. We'll make a big celebratory thing for it. Like, I know how to do that up well. Such a shameless plug. But, okay, so if I'm looking for an Airbnb, this is what I would look for. I would look for location, because, like, obviously I'm going to a certain place. I don't want to stay in a hotel. I want a great location. That's usually why I'm choosing Airbnb. Or you're traveling with another family and you want to stay together, but you want some space. You want some washer and dryer. You want like some fitness equipment maybe in there. You want like very specific things in there. You want to make sure each of the couples have their own bedroom. The kids have their room. There's enough square footage for you all to cohabitate for a little while together. And so that's one thing I'm always looking for. Another thing that is a great thing is the pictures. The pictures need to reflect to me and look like they reflect reality. If it looks like the most generic Google image that I see all the time, it's like a massive red flag of like, I don't want it. Like, I know there's a creeper video camera somewhere. That's something I always think about when I'm staying at one, a hotel, and two, any Airbnb, whatever you're doing, just in your daily motions of moving around a house. You're like, is that fire extinguisher a secret camera? Like, what's going on? So you're just thinking like, please be a normal person and not creeper. So that's something I always think about, but I want a washer and dryer. That is a massive benefit of staying in a home. You have the convenience of a washer and dryer. We're usually with our kids, usually a day's worth of clothes. It would be great to just wash that puppy really quick. And that's something we always wanted to have available. And also the pictures. I mentioned the pictures. Now, if the pictures look authentic, great. That's a great sign. But if the pictures look like they're authentic and from the 80s, I'm not probably your girl either, because you do not scream you have a smart TV for me. And I need a smart TV, right? I need Wi-Fi. I need a Wi-Fi extender. I need all the things. Now, this is a big deal. If I'm traveling with my family at summertime, I want stuff to do. So I need a room that has some games. If that's not the case, I need a pool. If that's not the case, if that's not there, I need a bike or some kayaks or something in the garage that we can utilize as customers. So all these little like tricks and tips that sound like, oh, that sounds so extravagant, that wins a person over. Those are great things to look at. So I don't know, what's your like 4-point bullets that like you gotta have this checked off your list for you to book this kind of Airbnb? What does that look like? If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Okay. Watch on YouTube because we're multitasking, doing great things. And it's a great show. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Okay. If you are looking to run an Airbnb, now done that, did that, currently doing that on a couple of different things. And so let me tell you a couple things on the other side of what it's like. Now, the hard part for a lot of people is to take that step and, start trying to do all that kind of passive income. It's hard for me to kind of talk about those things because one, my husband's super knowledgeable on how to talk about it and like knows like 1, 2, 3s, makes it seem easy, makes it like a no-brainer, super less stressful. I'm on the other side where like, eek, it's a step, it's doing this, it's doing that, it seems stressful, a lot of work. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of work. But what's really cool is you're setting up like another home. You're setting up a home for somebody to kind of stay a couple days in, or maybe they're staying long term in. So you walk the home as if you're staying there and what you would like. And you're trying to look at all the details. That's what my brain does. That's not what my husband's brain does. His is more like, okay, I need a washer and dryer. And then the first payment's due on this. And then at the HOA, I got to make it out to this. Like that's his brain. My brain is more like, okay, I want a beachy feel to it. So if I'm doing a beachy feel, like right now we're doing a condo downtown in San Diego and it's a 1-bedroom condo. It's not like long-term. It's going to be Airbnb. It's going to be like for a lot of traveling nurses. It's going to be really neat. It's really pretty, but I made it I'm kind of starting to design it as like a visiting San Diego type of feel to it. It's beachy. There's really pretty pictures of San Diego that'll be in there. Great flooring. Bathroom flooring is super pretty. I really like it. Super easy, casual, nice patio furniture out there. Easy feel to it. So in order to accomplish that kind of look to it or feel to it, it's got to have everything. I can't go searching for like, where is the vacuum? Where is there spoons here? Is there a towel here? Like you've got to have it look like it's your home. You just stepped away for a minute and you're just back. It's like housekeeping came and it's all like put back together. It looks good. TVs are set up with Wi-Fi and it's just got all the little comforts to it. And so that's something I love to do. Just like in my home, when you're having people over, you're getting little trinkets, you're getting things together that they might like. That's something I enjoy to do, especially if you have the time to really think it through. If you're wanting to run an Airbnb, that's what it really requires, is you to really slow down and go from the front door to the backyard and what needs to be covered, what needs to be accessible, what needs to make sure it's very easy to figure out. The washer and dryer is very easy. The pictures look like what is inside of what they're getting. You have good reviews. You really want to push the reviews because that's what I look for when I'm searching for an Airbnb, and you want your good reviews to reflect that also. The hard part about running something like that is For me, it's usually an HOA or it's your neighbors. Like, what if you get like they're celebrating high school graduation? They just rented out your house for a couple nights and you're thinking, yikes, neighbors I know are definitely calling me. HOA is definitely sending me a letter for noise complaints, all kinds of different things. That's always like the hard downfall of certain things like that. Or if you get a lot of traffic, maybe your HOA only has certain requirements as to like you only allow people to stay 7 days or longer. So that like cuts a lot of your audience down that you can't even get to. Or you have to make sure that they have to park on the curbside streets. Or, ours is a condo, so we only have one parking spot. So that's a little tricky too. So there's all kinds of little things that you always have to make sure like you communicate super well. You're super on top of it. You respond quickly because that's something people look for also in the Airbnb. They write that in the reviews. So like they responded really quickly. I had an issue, but they took care of it. All is well. Like that's one thing you have to over communicate and over like plan and organize it, make it super simple for them. The entry into the house has to be super easy. They don't have to wait on you. If there's a leak somewhere, you fix it right away. You're on it or you send somebody. Hey, problems come up and that's normal. And I think people expect certain things and they have a certain patience barometer for that. But if you have the problem and then you like ignore it and you don't respond or you let time go or then you kind of make it their fault, you have to just be on top of it and handle your biz. And so that's something that is time consuming. It can be very time consuming if you're starting to do those kind of things. And especially if you're doing more than one, if you're doing one or two and you're trying to like manage, you're like a property manager now and you're handling all these different things, to check out, the cleaning of it. Now new people are coming in, you're over communicating and doing that too. So it's a job. It really is work. And it's not just like you set it up once and you let it go. That is something that I wanted to kind of talk about and just go over because how fun are Airbnbs? They're so much fun, especially if you get a good one. You get a good lakefront and you get, oh man, I remember one time we went in Idaho and there was a gong. Like, the big like dong, like symbol, like it was there in the living room, just like waiting, like it was screaming for us to do it every time we had dinner or something. It was the most unusual thing, but it was the coolest thing to have it done too. Oh, Bluetooth. Like I'm a big, like make sure you got Bluetooth, like everywhere people can hook up music and enjoy themselves and have parties and stuff. And so that's something also, I just remembered, I got to write that down for our new condo, but that's something you want to have just to create an environment and relaxation and comfort and peace for people. So that's something cool. So tell me, where are you guys looking at? Are you like strictly, I've never done Airbnb, I'm scared. Help me walk through it because I want to, because sometimes the price, like it's worth it. Like what you get for what you pay in a hotel, like the value you get in an Airbnb is so much greater. And so is it something you're scared to try? Do you want some recommendations? Do you want some feedback, good and bad? Because there's always like, like this was horrible. So don't let, people's horror stories like scare you and let you not take that jump because man, it is so fun and it's a great time. Okay guys, so the point of it all is you're like, why are we even talking about this and location and pool towels and pictures? What is going on? But the point is, let's broaden the scope. Let's broaden our search engine, our Google search engine, and let's not just stick to the Holiday Inns, the Courtyard Marriotts, the basics, the 1, 2, 3. Let's like expand, even if it's a total flop and the bunk beds were weird and they smelled funny and you just all had a bunk together in one day. Let's just like have a memory and let's not get stuck in the Holiday Inns, okay? Let's not get stuck at the Courtyards by Marriott. While all those are great, just broaden it up. Just try something new and you will be surprised at the Airbnb. It'll get you. It'll catch you and you will be hooked. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay, guys, you've seen it. You've experienced all of the social media. Link and like and repost and screenshot. I don't even know how it happens. You guys share the YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebook, whatever you like. And thank you so much for those that are commenting and encouraging. Those of you that are sending messages, I appreciate it. I'm trying to respond to some of them. And just thank you guys so much. Let me know what you like and want to talk about. But in the meantime, girl, book that Airbnb, okay? Plan something good, okay? Surprise your family. Do a one-night getaway. You won't be sorry. Alrighty? Okay. We'll chat with you guys later. Peace out. Bye.